Hi, everybody. My name is Nix Marikuma. Good morning and good afternoon. Today we are doing Virgo general reading. All right. I'm going to try to start just posting it with solid videos for y'all. There will be some, 10-minute vids, like how I do for TikTok. I post it also on my YouTube and my Instagram and things of that nature. So you guys are going to get like different types of videos depending on what they're from. But for general reading, just to make it easy for you guys, I'm going to try to start posting with solid videos. I'm still learning a bit on how YouTube works, right? Like I have a YouTube account and I use it to like for music and things of that nature. But I never had like a channel that I could use for business. So that's new experience and we're getting the hang of it. We're learning every day. So I appreciate y'all's patience and understanding. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started, shall we? Virgo, you're dealing with rebelling and fighting for a cause in your present, okay? So this means like right now, or what things are heading towards in the moment, is rebelling and fighting for a cause. Is that a bad thing? No. It can mean this, all right? Some of you guys are deciding to stand up for what you believe in and fight for what you think is right. You're starting to stick with your morals and your character code, okay? When I say your character code or your morals, I mean like how you view the world, how you see things should be, how you treat other people in situations, and stuff of that nature, okay? Just you as a person, your personality, your character code. And that's not a bad thing, but not everybody is going to support you. Not everybody's going to be like, oh, well, Virgo's finally standing up for themselves, right? Maybe some of you guys are always trying to help. You guys can be very helpful. And I am going to nag on you guys because I'm a Virgo too. And I know how some of you guys work because I do the same thing. Sometimes, all right, and I'm being nice when I say sometimes because it's a majority. You guys tend to really push yourselves past the point, overdoing things and trying to do everything on your own. And you need to be able to understand that if you need a lot of help, please ask for help. If you can't do things on your own, right, that's okay. You don't have to go over there and be the one and only. But sometimes we overhelp and sometimes we overpush and it leads us to be very exhausted. So the fact that you guys are like, you know what? These are my boundaries. These are what I will do. These are what I'm not going to do. This is what I believe in. This is what I do not stand for. Having that kind of, I would say those boundaries, that mindset to stand up for what you believe in and understand there's certain things that you will not do. And you stick with it. I'm proud because that's healthy. Okay? It's not healthy trying to do every single thing by yourself. So what you guys are dealing with right now is that. Okay? You're either coming towards it or for some of you guys, you have somebody that you're fighting against all the time. And it's just kind of like either you being rebelled against, but I really don't think that's what it is. I think that it's you guys standing up. Like right now, this is what I will do, this is what I will not do. I'm not going to be a people pleaser. I'm not going to go over there and push myself. I'm going to go there and ask for help when I need it. And I know that's a really hard thing for us to do. Okay? Like I feel like as a majority of Virgos cannot ask for help. We can't do it. And for us who can, that is a victory because I know for me, it took me years. Okay, I'm 29. It took me like a majority of my lifetime to be okay with like, yo, bro, help me. Help me out. I need it. Your situation for your present, right, is spiritual growth and satisfaction. I know that everybody already knows what's going to happen next. We're going to talk about the beautiful world of shadow work. Yay! Because that's what we all want to hear, right? But you guys are going to have to hear it, okay? When you're doing spiritual growth, it is really, 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 really important to do your shadow work. Work on your shadow self, please, okay? Please. Don't go over there and be like, well, so-and-so said that shadow work's not important. I don't care what so-and-so said. I don't. I'm be honest with you. You need to know. You need to do that work. Your shadow is not a villain. Your darkness, your insecurities. Like, I want you guys to understand. I am a strong believer. Okay, you guys can be with me, or you can believe against me. You can be like, you know what? I respect this how you think and that's how you feel, but Nyx or Mary, yeah, nah, that's not how it is. That's fine. It's cool. But I'm a strong believer that we as people, whether we are a man or a woman or like, people, just human beings, um, we are full of duality. We have a masculine and feminine energy in each and every one of us. Every man has a masculine and feminine energy. Every woman has a masculine and feminine energy. Every royal, right? My queens, kings, and royals in betweens. We all have masculine and feminine energy. We all have yin and yang. We all have our light and our shadow selves, okay? We are in itself duality. And we also live in a very multi-dimensional, dual variety kind of world. That's just the universe that we're in right now, okay? So your shadow self is supposed to protect you, okay? It protects you and gives you strength. It protects you against the things that you don't like, that you're scared of. And it gives you strength to push through, okay? Your light self gives you love and compassion, gives you understanding. And both of those things are needed. You have to be able to be strong, and at the same time, you have to be compassionate and caring. You have to be able to have both of those energies working together. But we're so focused, right, on trying to be light and trying to be bright and trying to make sure that nobody sees our cracks and our dents and our scratches because our scars are so ugly. And what will people think? Listen, at some point in time, I feel like when you get older or like when you get to a certain age or a certain point, you stop caring what people think. Now, I'm not saying that I don't care about people, all right? I do. I care about people's well-being and everything. I have to. Compassion is what I do. I have to be a compassionate and kind person because I have to help people through difficult times. And I have to teach others about certain ways that may be more healthier than what they're doing right now. And I also have to be humble enough to admit to my mistakes and use my mistakes as examples of what we should and should not do, or how to deal with certain stuff that we go through, right? It is what it is. But I can't please everybody. I can't live a life that is mine for somebody else. You hear me, right? You feel me what I'm saying, right? I can't live for you because my life is my own. I have to live it my way. And hopefully the way that I choose is the best way that I can for myself. But I can't make everybody happy. So at some point in time, you stop trying to please the masses, which most of them are sasses. See? Got rhymes. I mean, there wasn't good, but like, you know what I did there. Anyways, you can't please the masses. Some of them are sasses, and you're going to kill yourself in the end. So live your life, be your true self. And whatever happens, happens. Your vibe will come to your tribe. Your tribe will radiate to your vibe. You will find people that are like-minded for you. But in order to have that, you got to make peace with your insecurities. You need to learn to love yourself for all phases. We love the phases of the moon. We love the sun, whether it's rising high or whether it's rising from or setting to. We love the stars, we love the wind, we love the water and the earth. We love nature as it is. And nature is messy. It is cathartic. It is raw and beautiful and strong. It is untamed, much like all the other elements. It has a bit of wildness to it, and yet we wonder and awe at it. Yet we cannot wonder and awe at ourselves. I don't like my ears. I hate my teeth. For me, I don't like my eyes, right? I have pretty eyes, but I can't see for squat. I can't see here. I can only see there. So I guess that just means I have to look forward and just keep on going, right? But the thing is that you can, like, if you don't like a personality that you got, right, change it. If you don't like your smile, then learn to embrace it. Learn to love your uniqueness. Your shadow work helps you with that. Learning to accept your insecurities, work on nasty habits. Like for me, I had really toxic like trauma responses, right? I had like the fawn and flop and fight responses, and I'd be really aggressive, or I'd be people pleasing, or I'd be very two-faced because I'm trying to please everybody, right? Because I don't want to get into altercations and I don't want people to be mad, because I learned how to pick up bad habits to survive, okay? Shadow work helps you stop that. Okay, stop those nasty habits, build up healthier habits, build up boundaries, and learn to love yourself for who you are. We're all human beings. We all have dreams and hopes and aspirations, regardless if it is, the way that the world is turning into artificial or not. Okay? I said what I said. It was fast, but I said it. Embrace yourself. If you know that you're doing something that is really harmful or wrong, change. Work on building up better ways to deal with whatever that you're trying to deal with, okay? Shadow work helps you with that. Embrace the shadow. The shadow is your friend. Your shadow self is your friend. It goes well with your light. They're both here to help you out, all right? Now, that's my whole spiel about spiritual growth, especially what you should be doing, okay? Spiritual growth at the end of the day is forgiving yourself, letting go of situations that you have no control on that has hurt you. Move on. Does not mean that you forgive them. I'm not the ones that say turn other cheek, man. Listen, if I can't forgive certain people, I ain't expecting y'all to. But you gotta forgive yourself and you gotta let go. Like, don't let those people take any more of your life, your time, your energy, your emotions, like they already have, all right? Look, you stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. Do not cross over here. You are not welcome. You had your chance, you messed up. I don't need you anymore, And block, delete, kick them out. You don't need those types of people that are going to make you stress out all the time. So when you're done forgiving yourself and working past those tough situations, right? Then you're going to work on your triggers. Triggers are things that set you off, all right? I had to deal with a really bad narcissistic relationship. It is not a secret. I talk about it all the time, especially when it comes to like healing, because among other stuff that I dealt with in my life, right? That one was a really hard one to deal with, because this particular person used a lot of verbal and sometimes physical and emotional and mental abuse. So I have to get gaslighted and shouted at, and just really tough. And when I got out of the situation, mind you guys, at the time, I was taking care of a kid. I was a guardian of a child. Not my child. I didn't give birth to them, but I raised them as my own. I took care of them as much as I could. And I couldn't take them when I moved out. And that was a really hard thing. And I was dealing with like the things that set me off, right? Were like vans, because I used to drive one. People that looked similar, loud sounds, church music, which I know is a weird thing to have a trigger for, but the person that I had to deal with was a strong Christian person that was in the community and a pastor. So, if you've been there, you completely understand how hard it is to get away from people like that, because the community just doesn't understand how somebody of that type of job or that status, right, can do those things to people. I mean, for all that is good and holy, for the love of the gods and goddesses and divine entities of this world, a member of our own, like, what? Yeah. This nobody believes you when you say stuff like that. Like, narcissists are a whole new type of abuser. They're a whole new different ball game of a predator, bro. Okay? Because they're sneaky mother ruffers. They get away with freaking everything. And when you do finally catch them by their toe, right? It's heaven's creation to try to get it to stay there. Anyways, I have to work on not having panic attacks and freaking out, right? And promise you, this does tie with your spiritual growth, okay? I know we do a lot of story time, but like, I want you guys to know that triggers are a thing. Every man, woman, and person, if you're in a toxic or abusive situation, um, it's kind of like it's PTSD, all right? Let's go for that, because a lot of people are knowing what that is. Post-traumatic stress disorders, PTSD. You see a lot of it when it comes to veterans, or people that are in the police or the fire departments, that have to deal with like very intense situations all the time. When you're in an abusive situation, whether you're a man that's been abused or a woman that's been abused or a person, no, he, she, they, or them, whoever, it's fine. When you get out of those toxic situations, a lot of us have PTSD. Okay, I still have mine, but I learned to level most of it. Now, there's some things that I have to talk myself through and like in a calm myself down before I start having like a panic attack or an anxiety attack. I haven't had them in a really long time, but I used to have them constantly. And I had to understand that these are certain things that set me off, and these are things that I have to work on. And there's some things that you may never be able to fully let go or heal from, but you get better at handling it as the years and time goes by, okay? Your fourth, fifth, and sixth step for spiritual growth and healing. The fourth one is blocking people. Here's the thing. We are taught to give people chances. Listen, baby. All right, my queens, kings, and bodacious royals in between. If they are wasting your time, all right, this is how you know they're wasting your time. They make you feel small for them to feel tall. They're not worth it at all. They're out here trying to make you disappear. That's not what we're going to be doing, okay? We're not dealing with peasants. We're not dealing with people who are verbal, physical, mental, sexual, abuse. We're not dealing with that. We're not going to tell somebody no and then they keep doing it, right? We're not dealing with that. We're not dealing with family members, friends, co-workers, partners that treat us like dirt, that take advantage of our kindness because they think that our kindness is weakness, baby. Let us not tell ourselves lies, okay? Here's the thing. The most kindest, most loving, most down-to-earth people, I promise you, have a devil inside them. All right, have that aggression, that beast that nobody should ever mess with, but they choose to be nice. Like, for example, I have the power to burn the world down. I do. I know that's going to sound very out of pocket, okay? And I promise you this ties into your spiritual growth, because this is also part of it. Healing, learning to set healthy boundaries. Your spiritual growth helps you with your personal growth. Your mental and emotional and physical and spiritual are all connected, okay? So just because you're kind does not mean that you can't go over there and mop the floor with somebody. You choose to be nice. Everybody's got a monster, all right? I got a monster. You got a monster. And like I said before, I got the power to burn the world down. I do. 105% I do. I choose to be kind. I choose to heal. And I choose to be understanding and compassionate. Now, the moment that somebody tried to mess around and find out, I let them know why they shouldn't find out. But I always try to be kind first, all right? I'm just not going to tolerate disrespect. So if I'm not going to tolerate disrespect, baby, neither should you. And that's just on period, all right? Like, don't go over there because you're trying to be dancing with the lights and being bright. Remember what I said before. Your shadow gives you strength. It gives you untapped raw power, but it also gives you comfort in the insecurities and the darkness. People are afraid of the dark because you cannot see, and yet they bask in the light, and because they bask in the light, right? Because they can see everything. Not everything that you see is what it is. Not everything appears what it sees, what it seems, okay? I know I messed that up, but you hear what I'm saying, right? Right. Both of them have beauty. The dark has beauty in mysteries and wisdom and truth. A lot of people hide their truth in the shadows and they bask in the light with lies. I'm not having anything against light people, all right? I'm not. I'm just saying that you have to embrace both sides, and healing will help you embrace those sides. Now, when you're done blocking those people who deserve to be blocked, whether it's family, friends, a partner, or coworkers, I want you guys to understand. Toxic is toxic. Toxic does not have a gender. Toxic does not have a religion. Toxic does not have a sexuality. Toxic is toxic. You can find toxicity everywhere. And where you can find toxicity, you can also find healthiness. It has a balance, but you can't be dealing with these unnecessary toxic people. Remember, guys, 2025 is a few days away, bro. We're not bringing in these nasty people in our 2025. We're about to shine. It's about to be a level up and a glow up. We're not out here going to go over there and take these ridiculous people and give them the 5,005th chance. Virgo, please. This goes for all the signs. If this resonates with you, then don't be going over there and dealing with these ridiculous people. We're queens, kings, and worlds in betweens. We don't deal with peasants. The negative, low vibrational, refuse to change and adapt. Girl, please. That's not what we're about to do. So, satisfaction, okay? I promise you, the rest of the reading will go a little bit more faster. But I like to go into details, especially when it comes to spiritual growth, because it's important for you guys to know what you're getting into. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people telling you what spiritual growth is. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. Everybody's right, because everybody experiences the journey in a different way. Now, satisfaction is finding your own happiness. I love my family and I love my friends. And I know that they're going to hear this video at some point in time. I love you guys, I do. But sometimes you guys get on my nerves. That's okay. I know that you love me too, and I'm the best person ever, and I'm the one that makes your life so amazing, right? Because I'm fantastic. What's there not to love? Sarcasm aside though, I get on y'all's nerves too. That does not mean that I hate you or don't love you any less. I love you just as much. But what I'm saying is that people can't satisfy you all the time. Find things to be grateful for. Be grateful for the air in your lungs, the people that you got that are around you that genuinely love and care for you. Be grateful that you get another day, which is another chance to do something amazing. That you get to talk, or that you get to feel, or you get to see. Everybody has something that other people want, and not everybody is happy with what they have. Find gratitude and be mindful. That's how you have satisfaction. The reason why you're having this spiritual growth is attention to detail, focus, and practice, all right? Like I said on this whole big spiel, which I apologize for the past people, bro, because that was a long speech, That was a long speech I gave you, but it was a necessary thing to do, it was necessary, because you need to know. Anyways, attention to detail, focus, and practice is fine. What it means is just giving your time, your energy, and all your effort into this. So you're focusing on getting yourself more healthy with your boundaries, with your mindset. So that way when New Year comes or the next year is here, you're already practicing healthy things, all right? This is also going to help you with your boundaries, because remember, you're fighting for what you believe in. You're standing up for what you feel is right. You're working on your spiritual growth because you're putting your attention, detail, focus, and practice into those things to make yourself better. You guys are having more of a financial and personal growth, okay? Which is amazing. So that being said, Your future is turning inward and empathy. Let's get into it. For those of y'all that do not know what empathy is, do not feel sad. I have been reading cards for like about 2 years and a half now, and I didn't know what empathy was until like I was like 26. I have struggled with empathy for years. Empathy is the ability to be numb, to shut down, and to be hollow and empty. So whenever you're with people and some of them are like, yo, bro, I got nothing to give, bro. I got nothing to give. I'm so freaking empty and hollow and numb. They're not being, ridiculous. They're not being dramatic. They're having empathy. Empathy happens when your body is overwhelmed and bombarded and stressed. When we have a lot of things on our plate and we can't handle all of them at the same time, our body and our mind says, all right, guys, Virgo can't handle this. It's time to shut it down, okay? So they shut down and you're empty and hollow because you're taking time for you to look at it in a different way. Like, okay, well, we have this situation, we have that situation, we got this one, and we have to do it here, here, and here, right? But it is a serious thing because it also shows that you may be having emotional or mental issues, like health issues, right? Or disability that way. Because you're not allowing yourself to feel things, you're not really thinking things through. When I had empathy, there's a lot of times I almost killed myself for putting myself in situations I had no business putting myself in, okay? I'm not proud of it. I'm ashamed of it. But it is what it is. The thing is that just because I put myself in danger doesn't mean that I don't love my loved ones. I do. I love them immensely. I just have nothing to give anybody because I was really overworked and I wasn't taking care of myself like I was supposed to. So when I started, focusing on my depression and anxiety and things and focusing on my eye health, a lot of you guys know I have glaucoma, or at least I bring it up a lot when I'm doing these videos because like it's also one of those things that we'll talk about, how to deal with our eye care, our physical disabilities, how to build a confidence up in ourselves to let us always remember that we are not our disabilities. I am not my depression, I'm not my anxiety, and I'm not my glaucoma. All right? I'm more than that. And if I believe that, then so should you. Because a lot of people have a lot of disabilities, bro, and they be doing lots of amazing things. So if they can do it, why can't we? With hard work and dedication, I don't see why not. But anyways, yeah. So like I was saying, empathy is just hollow, empty, numb feelings inside. You need to work. Like if you're feeling that right now, Virgo, please go to a doctor, go to a counselor. I do counseling, right? I'm not a certified counselor, but I do have experience helping people feel a lot better, a lot lighter. I'm a great person to listen to, and whatever we talk about will not be said or heard against anybody. It's just you and me and the gods and goddesses, all right? Or the makers if you believe. But that being said, being able to get things off your chest will help you feel a little bit more lighter, and just working on like when you're starting to shut down, how to maybe like handle it a little better, because it can be a really weird thing when you don't know what it is, because a lot of times they're like, oh, if you don't feel emotions, then you're a sociopath, you're a psychopath, you're somebody who's not human. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe they just have a lot on their plate, man, and maybe you should get off the rack, But yeah, turning inward, just working through that. Work through those things that are really difficult for you to deal with. And be nice and compassionate to yourself. You're trying, and it takes a lot of time and patience, okay? One step at a time if you can't do it a day. Every day will get a little bit more easier. It'll be a little bit more easier to manage. It'll still be there, but it won't be so big like it is now, all right? We're going to go for your mental and emotional strengths. This is where your finance comes in, baby. Juggling resources, waiting on results is what is on your mind, okay? Which is really funny because y'all's greatest hopes, right, is giving or receiving money, obtaining resources. Leo had the same thing, bro. Except Leo had, they got money on their mind. and they out here getting the money. I'm like, yo, bro, y'all are out here getting yourselves right and getting that stack tight. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy when I say these things. But like, really, a lot of you guys, like, Cancer too is about the finance, but they can't be killing themselves. Y'all really out here stacking the stack. And I respect the hustle. I do. I respect the heavens out of it. Bros. Okay, let's get into it. Juggling resources, waiting on results. And what you're feeling in your heart, organization, and moving quickly. All right? I want to say the way that I'm looking at it, bro. You guys are setting up healthy boundaries. And so I feel like for the emotional, it's that, okay? But also, like I said in the beginning of this video, it is financial for you guys. Because when you're organizing yourself and moving quickly, we got the plan, all right? So I planned out A through Z and 1 through infinity. We're going to try plan A. That doesn't work. We got another one, okay? There's no waiting, wondering. No, stay or go, yes or no. If you want it to fall through, great. Here's the thing for finance, all right? I know we got to go through another lecture. Oh my God, can this woman talk? That's what y'all are thinking. I know it. Some of you guys are. Some of you are like, I'm just here, man. I got nothing better to do. I was curious. I want to know, since I'm a Virgo, what does that mean? It means that you'll inherit the earth. No, you may not inherit the earth, but you're going to be inheriting some good stuff, all right? Clearly, for those of y'all are new to the reading, it's just like reading cards, really, it's just for advice, okay, to let you guys know what to do. You can choose whatever you want at the end of the day. Your fate is your own. I know that. But yeah. So anyways, juggling resources, rating on results. When it comes to finance, guys, you're trying to find a job. Some of you guys are like, I need to get a new job. I don't like the job that I'm at. For you guys, I'm going to tackle you first. Write down all your living expenses. You guys are going to hate me for this advice. Get yourself a paper. Get yourself a pen or a pencil. Write down your rent, your electricity, your water, all the things you got to pay every month. Write it all down. But Nyx, I also go by Mary or Mary. I don't know how much I have to pay for some of them. Round it to the nearest 10, baby. Round it to the nearest 10. If it's like 232, 230, okay, to the highest one. For this point, don't do the 0 to 4, hit the floor, and 5 to 9, climb the vine, all right? You round it up to the nearest 10. You rather have a little over than a little less. You write it all down, and you calculate the total that you have to pay every month, or whatever that your payment setup is, okay? Then you go over there and you research. You do your duality. You do your due diligence. Wrong word. Do your due diligence. Do your research, okay? Look on a job that's close by, that will pay you a lot of money, that you can do, that has healthy work environments. Do not quit your job. Here's the thing, if y'all are working and y'all don't like the work, right? Keep the work. Look for a new job. Do the interviews, and then put in your 2 weeks notice, because you don't know how long it is before you get a job. Now, if y'all do not have a job and you need a job, you're not working right now, you're trying to figure out how to get that situated, right? Go to a friend, go to a family, go to somebody that you can stay with until you get yourself on your feet and work on that, okay? Make sure that you do your research on each and every job that you do, okay? Because there are a lot of people out here faking businesses, okay? There's somebody like some months back, like maybe 3 or 4 months ago, who was trying to take my business. Like, they put up all my things and they were scamming people saying that they were me, okay? They were. And I had to tell people, I was like, look guys, if y'all see this account, this is not me. Because it was weird. They've been asking people for money and people are like, yeah, I donated to your business. And I'm like, I don't ask you guys for donations. Like, y'all, here's the thing. If y'all want to donate, cool beans. But you don't have to. I know that, like, with the inflations and bills and everything, y'all have better things to do with your money than, like, to give it to me. And I know that sounds like fake. Like, I want it, but, like, I don't have to have it. It's okay. Sharing the videos, subscribing, that helps my business tremendously. And I don't ask for cash. I don't. I may offer you guys readings. I'll be like, oh, I noticed that you followed me. Are you interested in a card or palm reading, advice and counseling? And these are the prices, and this is a special. Because ever so often I get specials for you guys, like $4. 2 more days, guys, but $4 for a 2025 year reading. You guys can get your readings now for $4 and schedule it for another time. I can read what 2025 has in store for you. It takes tremendous time. On January 1st, right? The new year, it will be to $25 because it is a really long reading and it also takes a lot of my time. That's just how much I'm going to just leave it there. The rest of them is like $20 to $6. So it's not too bad, but anyways, there's a lot of people faking businesses is all I'm saying. All right. Take it from me. They've tried. And I don't know, there's more people out here faking my accounts, but if it's not here, guys, it's not me. Just report those fake accounts if you see them. But like, there's a lot of people out here pawning people off for information and things of that nature. So please go to the actual building. Make sure that you're doing the online things. And every week, if you guys are looking for a job, 30, 40 resumes a week. I don't want no 7 patty cake things. No. Put out as much resumes as you can. Write down, color organize, okay? It's going to look like the holy grail of all holy grail planners for your job. Make sure you do your research on what kind of environment is it. Are the people very creepy? There's some people that pay you a lot of money, but they harass the bejesus out of you. Men, women, it happens to all of us, all right? Again, abuse and toxicity has no gender. It is all. It is everybody, because everybody's capable of good and bad things. Now we choose to be good. Though we are capable of doing far worse, we try to be our best. And that's what matters. Okay? Now, when you're doing all that, you'll go over there, you'll finally get a interview. Okay? Yeah, I know. I know how an interview works. I've done it before. Yes, but a lot of us get nervous on interviews. Guilty. I'm so guilty of it because I laugh. I don't, here's the thing that you guys are going to find out a lot about me. I laugh a lot. All right. I use humor in every situation. Now, I can be a very serious person and I can be very kind about it. But I like to just in really weird, awkward situations, I'm the one that laughs at inappropriate moments. I am. I'm guilty of it. But you can't be doing that when you're doing an interview. You have to be very professional, right? Put your head up straight, take your deep calming breaths and go in there and be your best professional self. Okay? You gotta be authentic to a degree, but you also have to do your research on the company. Oh, why are you here? You cannot tell them because you want money. Why do you think any of us would be working right now? We want the big stack. The nice money, the greenbacks, right? We want it. But that's not a very professional answer. Financial stability would be more, a little bit more elegant, but that's still not a professional answer. I see that this company has started off here and is growing into this direction. And I believe that I will be a great member of your team because I have this, and this, which are skills tied into, raising or lifting up, whatever. Okay? You gotta put some finesse into it. I know you guys are good finessers. So finesse, put some razzle dazzle to it, make it look good, swagged up and dope tight, all right? That being said, that will help you guys a lot. Write all the things that you're doing down, and when you're able to get a job, put in your 2 weeks notice and tell your work that, oh, okay, I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice of my other job. Or, I will be able to work as soon as possible, but I need to put my 2 weeks notice in. All right? So they say, oh, this week, then you may be having to work 2 jobs for a short time, and then you'll switch over to the permanent one, all right? Now, organization, again, write things down. Make sure, like, here's the thing, all Virgos have their own way of doing things neatly. I am not the cleanly Virgo. I'm the cathodic Virgo, okay? I don't know why. Maybe because, like, I'm born, like, at the last minute of Virgos where, like, earth ends, air begins, all right? So I'm kind of just a little bit more on the creative side. I don't know. But if things are spread out around me and they have their own little pile of whatever, I can be able to focus just fine with it. Versus everything that is like just in a row and stacks and neatness, and I'm just like, see, this can only last for a few days. I can't keep that kind of I can't keep that and maintain it, you know. I can't do it. So whatever type of organization, whatever type of rhythm and flow works for you, do it. Everybody got a rhythm and a beat, baby. That's fine. Do what makes you feel good. All right. If you're like me, that's a little bit on the cathodic side, a little bit more messy, a little bit more like, because I have to move. I know that you guys see me move my hands a lot, but like I have to move around when I'm doing things. Okay. I can't just go there and sit still, because then I'm like, do what you will, do what makes you feel right. But make sure that you get everything like very organized, very tight, and move on it. If you want something, get it set and then act. Now, we're going to do your energy that you're radiating, energy that you're getting back, all right? You guys are radiating victory and achievements. You are getting encouragement, enjoying fruits of your labor. So let's go into energy. You guys are going to be so sick and tired of this. Every time we go into energy, this is the speech you're going to hear. You've been warned, all right? But you guys will like it. Now, when it comes to energy, like I said, when we're dealing with like our spiritual growth, right? We're not dealing with peasants. Peasants are not poor people. Poor people are not peasants. Middle-class people are not peasants. Peasants are people with low vibrational energy. They're always negative. They're never happy. Everything sucks. Men and women suck. I'm not good enough. You're not good enough. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. You know, always blaming, never taking full responsibility. And when you're with them, you feel so drained. Oh, they suck your life force out. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't understand older people telling me that you got to be careful who you're with. Sometimes you absorb that energy. And I'm like, you old people and your energy? Like, I'm sorry. At 29, bro, I understand what you're saying, man. I understand it now. But, like, people be sucking you dry. They're always there. Oh, my car broke down. My boyfriend left me. He took my things. I'm going to go back with him. Listen. Everybody got hard stuff. And I understand that. I was about to say, like, I appreciate that people have, like, their struggles and that we're here to help them. I appreciate that. What I do not appreciate is that you have, like, you as a person, all right? Like, me as myself, as Nyx, right? Or as Marius, whatever name y'all want to call me. Me as myself, I am in charge of how I deal with my life. If I do not like somebody treating me this way, then I have a decision to make to leave them. Yes, leaving toxic, nasty people is very hard and tricky. And it is scary. I've been there, okay? And I've stayed in more longer than I ought to. And I tolerated far more BS than I needed to. And I think, like, when I say that, I'm not saying that my pain's bigger than your pain and I have the superior problems. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that at some point in time, you got to let go, okay? Everybody goes through trauma and abuse. Everybody has stuff that they're fighting with. We all have our demons that we are trying to figure out and control or understand or whatever, all right? We all have our battles that nobody knows about. But the thing is that you have to change. You decide to have this weak victim mentality because you don't want to change. You want people to feel sorry for you. And for those people, you are peasants. You are. And I'm going to piss a lot of people off by saying that. But like, I can't be reading these cards, giving you guys advice and giving you guys sugar, lollipops, and rainbow farts, right? Like, I can't be giving you guys lies. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. If you need to know something and how to go about it, then I have to be the one to give you A, B, C. I'm 1, 2, 3. It has to have some clarity. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for a lot of things, but I'm here to mainly give you guys clarity and peace of mind, okay? You can't be having this weak victim mentality. You have to heal, or you're going to be doomed to repeat it. You'll leave this person, and then you'll get someone far worse. Oh, if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about, because I've been there many times. I get out of this relationship, I go back into this one. I get out of that relationship, I go into that one. And all of them get worse. It's just like, because you're not learning a lesson that you need to learn now. So you're going to repeat it. Instead of owning up to certain things that you're doing wrong, you blame other people and you have that low vibrational energy. When good things happen to low vibrational people, they are never happy. It always has to be better. That's why I say peasant mentality and peasant energy. Now, when you're having a positive energy, right? You understand that everything in life is a lesson or a blessing. You're going to hear this all the time, guys. Everything in life is a lesson and a blessing. Either you're going to learn something, adapt, get a new tool underneath your belt of life, right? All right. Well, when we have to deal with difficult people and butt heads, we do not karate kick them in the face. We imagine that we do, but we do not karate kick them in the face. We take our deep breaths, we look them straight in the eyes, and we tell them with authority that you shall not treat me this way. Okay, I'm going to be silly, but I'm going to be true. Like how your parents or your grandparents would straighten you up, right? I was raised by like my grandpa and my mom for like the longest of times. And I know that for my mom, she has like this very sweet voice, but when she's stern, she's like, look, you are not going to treat me this way. I will not tolerate this. And it's not that the tone itself is scary, it's the presence. The presence behind those words speak volume. So you're going to learn how to do that, right? You're going to tell people respectfully and authoritatively, right? To stay in your lane and don't cross these waters that you cannot swim, bro. Like, look, don't put yourself in predicaments that you should not be putting yourself into. That being said, positive energy. I understand that life gets hard. I scream, I cry, I let all my emotions out, and then I get back up and I keep on trying. All right? People come into your life to bless you. People come into your life to show you what you need or how to go about it or what to do. You want to be more patient, you'll be put in situations that test your temperance. You want to be less angry, you're going to be dealing with people that will tick you off, and you're going to have to learn how to calm yourself before you ignite, all right, and fight. So with victory and achievements, what you're getting out, the universe, the gods and goddesses, or the Lord, if that's who you believe in, right? Me personally, I believe in the universe. I believe in all that connections and stuff. But the universe will come over there and give you back something. So if we give out positive flow, we get positive flow. When we get out negative energy and peasant energy, then we get peasant energy back. Okay, you can lie about your emotions, you can lie about who you are and what you are, but you cannot lie about your vibration and energy, the things that you're radiating, the frequencies that you give, right? You can't lie about that. So victory and achievements is what you're giving out, enjoying your fruits of labor, and encouragement is what you're getting back. All this hard work is going to pay off. You are going to get the victories and achievements, but you got to make sure that you're putting your effort, time, and energy into things that will work for you, that are good for you, and that will be beneficial, all right? Now, your greatest hope is... I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been doing that. I just get tongue-tied because, like, they don't look alike, right? I know they don't. But this is what I was going to say. Anyways, Six of Diamonds is not victory and achievements. It's giving and receiving money and obtaining resources. This is your greatest hope. You want to be able to have a financial flow, and you want to be able to have money where you can give to people as well as be able to have for yourself, okay? But your worries, your greatest fear is nightmare, worry, problem, and guilt. Here's the thing. Somebody is going to be upset with you, Virgo. Okay? Somebody, or whoever that this reading may resonate with, somebody going to be upset that you decided to have healthy boundaries, work on yourself, and get into a better headspace, all right? Because your advice ties into moving on and getting into a better place mentally. So with your spiritual growth, you're working on getting yourself together. And some people are going to miss the old Virgo, the people-pleasing Virgo, the I can do it on my own Virgo, the one that is always giving, giving, giving. All right, now some of y'all are going to be like, Virgos aren't that nice. You're just saying that because you're a Virgo. Listen, Virgos can be buttheads. All right, I can admit to that. We can be eternal butts. But at the same time, if we really love people and really care, we always overgive. You wonder how a Virgo really cares about you. They will give and give and give. They make time and they try to understand every little thing that you like. Okay? And sometimes people take advantage of that. But you have some unhealthy things that you're working on. And the people that knew the old you, the past Virgo, they're not going to be happy with this new Virgo. Tough cookies, hard milk, man. That's all I got to say. And I'm being sweet. Tough cookies and hard milk. You can't get everything that you want, and you can't be using me for my toxic behaviors and things. Like, I decided to be more healthy for me. You're going to feel a little guilty about it. Changing takes a lot of time. And you'll be sometimes going back to your old ways. Remember, you changed those ways so you could do better and have better things, all right? With nightmare, worry, problem, and guilt is being overwhelmed, stressed out. You don't want to be dealing with situations that don't make sense, okay, that do not add up, that constantly puts you in a state of just worrying and anxiety and all that nastiness. Much like how you want to have financial flow, you don't want to have the opposite of that too. Focus on what you want, okay? Acknowledge your fear. I'm afraid of wasps. It's not a secret. I tell everybody that. I'm scared to death of them. I'm allergic to some of them, and I don't know which ones I'm allergic to. So it's anybody's game, right? It's this small, it flies around, I'm bigger than it, I can smash it. But it scares the bejesus out of me. It doesn't mean that I don't stop going outside, despite the fact that they're here, right? Don't let your fear stop you from getting what you want, all right? Make sure that you go after what you like. It's fine. Acknowledge that, hey, if something stresses me out this much, maybe I should learn to take calming breaths or work on it or see why. Like, is this something that I can work through and tolerate or accept, or is this something that I should let go? A lot of things that are meant for you guys, whether you're a Virgo or not, right? Your spirit, your energy will know what's for you. If you're with somebody and you're not comfortable with them, you're very, nervous, and it's not like a calm, like when you're with the right people and you're with the right thing, your spirit, your energy, your intentions, your gut, right? It's very calm. It's just like, all right, these are my people. This is my thing. What up, right? Like, this is just gravy baby. But when something is giving you butterflies in your stomach, it's making you very nervous. And for whatever reason, there's something up, just something, then you should probably not do it. It's a warning. It's a warning from your intuition, your inner soul, your spirit telling you like, nah, bro. Nah, I don't think we should be doing this. Listen to it, because if you don't, you'll find out why you didn't like it in the first place. Now, for getting into a better place mentally with the spiritual growth, bro, work on your health. Your mind is connected to your heart. Your heart and mind connects to your body. All these three connect to your soul. So if your body's not working, your heart's not working, and your mind's not working, the soul is not right. Okay, they all need each other to have a good, good rhythm, a good flow. And for your outcome, Virgo, romance and new friendships. So while you're figuring out how to get yourself into a better space, right, you are going to be radiating and attracting different things. The more work that you do, the better that you are doing, you're going to attract new people. When it comes to romance, for some of you guys who've been on wondering about love and things, but maybe just taking a long time, take some time to know people. Do the things that you love doing. Follow your passions. Make sure that you love yourself first before you try to love somebody else. Because if you're not loving yourself, right, like the way that you talk to yourself isn't how you would talk to your parents or your family. Like I used to have a bad habit of like talking down to me. I'd be like, Mary, Nix, you're so dumb. You're so ridiculous. And that's how I talk to myself. That's how I used to. You're going to accept that from somebody else. Okay. And I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's very much true. Okay. Learn how to love yourself first. Be your first best friend, your first love. And then get time to know people. Do not jump on the bandwagon for relationships because everybody's got their thing. Okay. Everybody got their imperfections. Can this be something that you can work with? All right. So new friendships, you're going to be connecting with new people because you're going to be having a new mindset and a new vibration. This is going to change and shift you a bit from like coming down here to rising up here to getting up here. Okay, so when you're up, when you're switching your frequency, your vibration, you're shifting your mindset and you're attracting new things. Now, there'll be some old things because, the universe and the gods and goddesses like to make sure that you learned your lesson. So you may have like a few old patterns try to come in and be like, oh, did Virgo learn? Did so-and-so learn their lesson? Huh? And when you're like, I've been there, done that. Next, congratulations, you have leveled up. You've passed your pop quiz. All right? But yeah, all in all, just to summarize it, guys, Virgo, focus on the money and get yourself right. Make sure that you put yourself first. Don't do it in an egotistical way. It's not all about like, it's not me, myself, and I. It's just like, look, whatever is supposed to, like, whatever works for me is great. I'm not going to give my energy out to people freely. I am going to make sure that I have these. I'm going to stand up for that. This, like, go for your moral and your character strengths. Make sure that you're focusing on your mind as well as your heart and your body, okay? Go over there and work hard. You're getting victory and achievements. You're giving out victory and achievements. You're getting encouragement. So people are backing you up. You're encouraging yourself. You're enjoying all that hard work. It's going to pay through. And you're going to meet new people along the way that can really be cool beans and awesome sauce for you, So yeah, that concludes y'all's general reading. Next up will be Libra. So stay tuned for more, guys. Also, please follow and subscribe. Like the video, share with friends. I appreciate the support and love, and I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Stay cool and amazing. Peace.